Hi, and welcome to 2015, everybody. We heard a lot of Old Lang Syne last night, and that reminded me of the movie It's a Wonderful Life. You can't go through a Christmas season without watching It's a Wonderful Life. Many years ago, I had the opportunity by telephone to talk to the man who created that movie, the late movie great Frank Capra. Of course, he's responsible not only for that, but so many movies. It Happened One Night, Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, State of the Union, Meet John Doe, and Lost Horizon, the story of Shangri-La. And here's a piece of movie trivia. When that movie was previewed, people didn't like it. So Capra did something to it.
That's the movie that we thought was one of the best picture ever made. When we previewed for the first time, they started to laugh, and they started to laugh all the way through the picture, and came out with nothing. And so I went up into the hills. I couldn't understand why they were laughing. So I had only one idea, and that is drop the first two reels and see what happens. So that's exactly what we did, and all that we did. We just I opened the picture up on the third reel, and that made all the difference in the world.
So it worked, and that made motion picture history.
It works, and the rest is history, and I burned the first two reels when I got back to the studio.
Hollywood has changed a lot since I did that interview with Frank Capra. It's more graphic. But even back when I talked to him, he said he did not like where Hollywood was going, what it was showing.
I mean, you let the people use their imagination and their own feelings, and you don't show everything. They know the rest of it. You show them desire. Desire is much more effective on the screen than the actual act. Because it makes them, I don't know, it puts them in that thing that they hope something happens, and they hope that it does happen.
Of course, I had to ask Frank Capra about It's a Wonderful Life.
Any time a picture you can make them cry and laugh at the same time, you got yourself a picture. And I have a feeling that picture somehow, the way it was put together, and the way at the time it came off, and that it grew slowly, and then flowered all by itself. There's something to it besides what I put into it.
Of course, I would have loved to have talked to Frank Capra in person, but at least I got to talk to him on the phone. Capra died in 1991. I'm Dennis Staley.